when I was 21.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another MLB The Show 17 video. We have a roster update this week for the first time in 2 weeks. So this is a pretty big one. Actually, I've gone through and I've looked at a couple of the players, a couple notable ones. We've got some guys moving up to gold. We got some guys downgraded from diamond to gold. So let's go ahead and take a look at everything that we've got in this update. So we're going to go ahead and start with starting pitchers here. Trevor Bauer from the Cleveland Indians. He had a +4 overall jump going from a 77 to an 81, +2 stamina, 14 to his Ks per 9, +5 to his walks per 9, and his home runs per 9 went down a little bit, but he's having a pretty good year, and he's going up to a silver. Patrick Corbin also going up to a silver from a 77 to an 80. His stamina went up 6, his Ks per 9 went up 7, his walks per 9 went up 5, so he got a nice little 3 overall upgrade, now another silver card for the Diamondbacks. Here's one that I know some of my Blue Jays fans are going to be a little bit upset over, and that is Marcus Stroman going from an 82 to an 84. A lot of Blue Jays fans think this guy should be a gold card, and they just put him right before gold at an 84, so +2 overall to Marcus Stroman. Maybe he'll get there by the end of the season to my Toronto fans, but still gotta wait a little bit longer. The only other notable upgrade for starting pitchers, I guess, is Gio Gonzalez going from an 81 to an 83. He had a bunch of his numbers changed. His +4 stamina, +12 hits per 9, +10 clutch. His home runs per 9 went down a little bit, but he did go up to an 83, so he's not a gold yet, but he's steady moving up. Biggest downgrade for starting pitcher is Steven Matz from the New York Mets, going from an 84 to a 79. So he was one of the Mets silvers. He went down 5 all the way, and now he's at a bronze, boys. So pretty much most of his pitching stats went down, -3, -3, -4, -4, -8. So Steven Matz is now a bronze. So now, guys, we're moving on to the relief pitchers. Archie Bradley went up 4 from a 79 to an 83, as well as Cam Bedrosian. He had the same overall jump. These guys both are having pretty good years for their teams, and they both deserve silver cards now. This is a pretty interesting one right here, guys. Aroldis Chapman going from a 92 to a 90. So he is still a diamond, but he has gone down 2 overall. His hits per 9 went down by 5. His walks per 9 went down by 4. His velocity and his break is still there, but the Yankees just took him out of the closer position for their team. So Aroldis Chapman is struggling there in the Bronx, and his Diamond Dynasty card is showing it. Joaquin Benoit, he went from an 83 to a 74. He went down 9 overall, so not a good week for Joaquin Benoit. He's one of the the silvers that you might want to take in Battle Royale, but now he's all the way to a bronze, so he's steady going down, and it's not looking good for Benoit from here on out. So now we move on to the closing pitcher role, and the Brewers now have another gold card. 82 to an 85 for Corey Knebel. He had +4, +3 to his hits and Ks per 9, -5 to his walks per 9, +11 to his home runs per 9, +5 to his clutch, +11 to his velocity. Dude, he had a lot of pluses. Like, if that walks per 9 didn't go down, he might even be like an 86 or an 87. So this is a really good week for Corey. For the catcher position, literally no upgrades at all. No upgrades, no downgrades, nothing changed for the catcher position, so everybody is pretty much the same there. Now we're moving on to first base, guys. Eric Hosmer, to my Royals fans, shout out to Movie Gaming. Eric Hosmer is now a gold, 83 to an 86. A lot of people have been asking for this. He's having a really good year. 309 average, 18 home runs, 69 RBIs. His contact went up 5 and 4. His power versus righties went up by 4, and his discipline also went up by 6. So good upgrade for Eric Hosmer. Now if we move over to the second base side of things, Howie Kendrick went from a 78 to an 82. Howie Kendrick is a former Angel. I miss you, man. But you know what? Things happen. His contact went up 5 and 6. His power versus righties went up 7. His power versus lefties went up by 15. His vision did go down to 11. Like, if his vision did not go down in this update, these hitting stats would have brought him up to probably like an 84. Could have possibly even been an 85, but that vision going down is really, really bad. But yeah, this is a good upgrade for Howie Kendrick. He's doing well there in the Washington Nationals organization, so good for him. Ryan Dozier is making his way back up the ranks. He is now a gold, so the Minnesota Twins now have another gold to go along with Miguel Sano. I believe he was a gold in the beginning of the season, then he went down to a silver, so it's good to see him back. His contact versus righties went up by 4, his contact versus lefties went up by 5, and his power versus righties went up by 3. Now we got to go over the second base downgrades, guys. Ian Kinsler went from an 88 to an 86. I don't know why if some people still ask me if Ian Kinsler is going diamond. Like, Ian Kinsler has no shot of going diamond this year, guys. -7 to his contact versus righties, -3 to his contact versus lefties, -2 to his power against righties. He went down 2 overall, so he's barely hanging on to a gold at this point. He's close to being a silver. Here you go, guys. This is one of the biggest downgrades of the week. Robinson Cano, Diamond 91, now sitting at an 88 overall gold. -5 to the contact against righties, -16 to his contact versus lefties, -7 to his power against lefties. His vision did go up. This guy can still hit righties really well, and his durability is still going to be there, but man, a gold card for Cano, it just seems weird. Here you go, Red Sox fans. Rafael Devers from a 75 to an 80. He is now a silver. Wow, that's pretty interesting. He's already a silver. It's crazy. +6, +10 to his contact, +7, +5 to his power, +27 to his discipline, and -8 to his vision. So his hitting is still fairly low for like a really good third baseman, but he's obviously a very new guy in the league, so we'll just see how he continues to progress. We've got another new gold for the Royals. The two dudes, Hosmer and Moustakas, the two guys that everybody wanted to go gold, finally are gold. 86 overall now for Mike Moustakas. He's got 35 home runs, 76 RBIs. His power is now at an 86 and 70 against each side. -4 to his vision, which kind of sucks. -6 to his discipline. But hey, Mike Moustakas is now a gold. That Royals collection is getting a little bit more expensive. Joey Gallo also went up too. Nothing has to do with his hitting, but his arm strength and his arm accuracy went up. Brought him up to a silver. Good for Joey Gallo. This one's interesting to me. Nolan Arenado, 94 overall, dropped down to a 93. Literally the only thing that changed, his fielding went down 1. -1 to his fielding. That is it. And that brought him down to a 93. That's really interesting to me. There's another new gold, guys. Elvis Andrus going from an 84 to an 86. He's having a really good year for the Texas Rangers there. +5 to his contact versus righties, -5 to his contact versus lefties, +10 to his power against righties, and +7 to his power against lefties. His vision did go down a little bit. His discipline went down a little bit. But Elvis Andrus is having a really good year for Texas, so it's good to see him getting a little bit of recognition. Now he is a gold to go along with Beltre. Brandon Crawford from the San Francisco Giants got a 3 overall downgrade, bro. -7, -8 to his contact, -8 to his power against righties, and -7 to his discipline. So, dude, he just went down in pretty much all aspects of hitting except for the power against lefties. His fielding is obviously still there, but he is pretty much just a defensive player at this point. His fielding or his hitting does not really entice me ever to use his card. Keeping the trend of golds, Justin Upton got a 3 overall upgrade. He is now sitting at an 87. Good for him. Justin Upton is having a good year for the Tigers. It's about time. I know Aqua's happy about this. He got +7 to his contact versus lefties, +4, +8 to his power against both sides. His vision is still down, and it went down even more, down to a 31. His discipline did go up, but this is a nice power card if you're looking for somebody in, like, you know, a power sort of event or BR. This is a nice card, Justin Upton right here. Okay, guys, here's one that's extremely interesting. I was talking about Nelson Cruz earlier in this video. His overall did not change. He is still at an 88, but look at how much change he had in his hitting numbers. +6 to his contact versus righties, -13 to his contact versus lefties, +5 to his power versus righties, -4 versus power versus lefties, +8 discipline. Like, he had a bunch of things change, but overall it just didn't affect that big number. So Nelson Cruz is still at an 88, but they are playing with his numbers. Aaron Judge, guys, the man of the year. A lot of people felt like he should have gone diamond earlier. I was never on the diamond train. Now he's actually dropping to below an 88 overall. He's now at an 87. His contact versus lefties went down by 20. His power versus righties did go up by 4. -10 to his vision, +6 to his discipline. This dude's having a historic season. In the second half is not the historic season that you want. He's definitely struggling, and he's setting some records that he may not want to set or may not want to be known for. But yeah, Aaron Judge did get a 1 overall downgrade. And the last player we're going to go over in this update is Carlos Gonzalez. He was a silver at an 80 overall, went down to a 77. Just negative all across the board for his hitting. Like, just -5, 7, 5, 2, 5. Just negative all around. Not a good week for Cargo. Luckily, you can still get a good Cargo if you grind out this event. But that is the roster update for this week, guys. Let me know what you thought. Do you think there's anybody that got gypped? Do you think there's anybody that got upgraded that shouldn't have gotten upgraded? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd like to kind of get a little discussion going. Other than that, guys, that is going to do it. I will have more videos out today, so make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. Make sure you drop a thumbs up on this one if you did like this roster update video. And guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Peace.